So welcome back to the second part of this video. We're going to continue from question 6a. Now the question we have here is this: what is the correct form of 8x plus 2 over x plus 2 bracket x plus 4 square in partial fractions? Now this is like the second partial fraction we are solving, right? But this one is different from the other one we solved. So this is what we're going to do. This is 8x plus 2 over x plus 2 x plus 4 square. Now you see this x plus 4 square, you can actually express it as x plus 4 x plus 4. That's x plus 4 square, right? Then here we have x plus 2. All right, so normally you're going to think that since we're having 3 terms in the denominator, you're going to express it as a partial fraction like this: a over the first, which is x plus 2, plus b over the second, which is x plus 4, plus c over the third, which is x plus 4 again. But no, this is not the right way to go because we're having repeated roots. That's x plus 4 and x plus 4 again. Instead, this is what you do. So express this as partial fraction. We say a over the first denominator, which is x plus 2, then plus bx plus c over the second denominator, which is x plus 4 square. Right, now this is the right way to go. Now all you have to do is solve for the value of a, b, and c, right? So let's solve for the value of a, b, and c. Like we did before, we are going to multiply through with this denominator here, which is x plus 2, x plus 4 square. We're going to multiply through these 3 terms. So if I multiply this first term now with this denominator x plus 2, x plus 4 square, it is going to cancel out, right? Leaving me with 8x plus 2. Now this will be equal to a. Now if I multiply this a, this other term now with this same denominator, you observe that x plus 2 will cancel x plus 2. So what we multiply a now is x plus 4 square, right? Now multiplying the final term, the last term here, with this same denominator, we are multiplying through with it, right? Now x plus 4 square, we cancel x plus 4 square, leaving us with, this is bx plus c, leaving us with x plus 2, right? X plus 2. Now how do we find the value of a, b, and c? Okay, let's try substituting some values for x. Maybe we can eliminate some terms and get the other terms. Now this is 3. We're having 3 unknowns here, 3 alphabets here to find the value. That's a, b, and c. So a, b, and c. So we would have to eliminate some to get the other ones. But in some cases, if you manage to eliminate one, you'll be left with 2, right? So we are going to end up having simultaneous equation here to get these values for a, b, and c. So let's start with, let's say x is equal to -4, right? The reason why I'm saying -4 is so 4 minus 4, -4 and 4, this a will be eliminated, so we can look forward to finding b and c, right? So if x is -4, what's going to be the value of everything here? This will be 8 -4 plus 2 equal to a times 0, right? 0 squared is 0. Then -4b, this bx, that's b times -4, that's our x, plus c. And this is -4 plus 2, right? Now let's see what we can put together and form an equation. This will be -32 plus 2 equal to this gone, right? -4. Okay, we're going to open this bracket, but not yet. -4b plus c, we're going to open this bracket with -2, right? Minus 4 plus 2, that's -2. So let's proceed. -32 plus 2, that's -30, right? -30 equal to, now we're opening this bracket, -2 times -4, that's positive 8b, then -2 times c, that's -2c, right? Now I'm going to call this equation 1. Okay, before I do that, let me divide through with 2, right? Let me divide through with 2. So this will be -15 equal to 4b, then I'm dividing through with 2, so this will be -c. I didn't divide through with -2. All right, so let me call that equation 1. Let me call this equation 1. Now how do I get equation 2 or another equation? I'm going to get the next equation by getting another value, assuming another value for x. Now that value for x, let's say it is 2, right? Let's say the value for x is 2. Or if I say -2 now, you just keep trying values and see what you get. If I say let x be equal to -2, you can use any value of your choice. But the reason why I'm just trying out -2 is because if I insert that here, this will be -2 plus 2. So this will be 0. and 0 multiplying everything here, this term total entirely will be gone. So I'll be able to find the value of a, you understand? So let me assume x to be -2. All right, so when x is -2, we're going to have, I'm going to substitute that back into this original equation we got from the fraction, from the partial fraction, right? So this will be 8 -2, right? 8 times -2 plus 2 equal to a, in bracket, -2 plus 4, everything squared, plus b negative, okay, that's -2. I hope it's clear. -2 plus c. Then this will be -2 plus 2. That's where the elimination is going to occur. So 8 times -2, that's -16, right? Alright, plus 2 equal to 8 times 4 minus 2. That's 2, right? 2 squared. Plus, alright, this is b, -2 plus c times this 0. -2 plus 2, that's 0. So this term is gone. 0 times all this is just gone, right? So -16 plus 2, that's -14, right? Equal to 4a. Alright, 4 as in 2 squared. 2 squared, that's 4, right? 4 times a, that's 4a. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So a, we have gotten the value of a to be -14 over 4, which you can reduce. Which you can reduce by, let's say, okay. Now our a happens to be -7 over 2. If you divide through with 2, this is the value for a you get. Remember, we have an equation 1 here. So now there is no further elimination we can do. I've tried -4 and 4 to eliminate a, right? I've tried -2 to eliminate b and c at once. I cannot do any further elimination. So let me just use any value of my choice. I can just assume x to be, let's say, 2. You can decide to use 3, try it out and see you get the same answer, right? You can try any number of your choice, you get the same answer. But just don't use 0. Do not use 0. If not, you're going to eliminate everything and get nothing, right? Don't use 0. Use any other value. Now let's use x equal to 2 and substitute value for x back into the original equation we got from the partial fraction, right? So when x now is 2, we have 8 bracket 2 plus 2 equal to a, then 2 plus 4 square, right? 2 plus 4 square plus 2b plus c, 2 plus 2, right? We're just substituting 2 for x, 2 for x, 2 for x. Now 8 times 2, that's 16 plus 2 equal to 4 plus 2. That's 6, right? Then 6 square, that's 36a, right? 4 plus 2, that's 6. Then 6 square is 36. So that's how we got 36a. Plus, now this is 2b plus c. Then this is 2 plus 2, which is 4, right? So we are meant to open this bracket with this 4, right? So let's do that. 16 plus 2, that's 18, right? Equal to 36a plus 4 times 2, that's 8b. 4 times c, that's 4c, right? 8b, 4c. Now, I'm not going to call this equation 2 yet. Before I call it equation 2, I already have equation 1, right? Before I call this equation 2, let me substitute the value for a. So I will have 2 unknown, which is b and c, like I had b and c from equation 1, right? So I'm going to substitute the value for a, which I already have. So that is going to be 18 equal to 36. What's a? Remember, we got a to be -7 over 6, -7 over 2, sorry, plus 8b plus 4c, right? Now this 2 is going to cancel 36, leaving us with what? 18. If 2 cancel 30, that's 18, right? Then we have -7 in the bracket, right? Alright, so this will be plus 8b plus 4c. Let's see, have we arrived at equation 2 yet? No. This is 18, right? Equal to -18 times -18 times -7. What would that be? That's okay, 126. -126. Alright, plus 8b plus 4c. Now, normally these are equation 2, but let's just arrange some terms. Let's send this -126 to this side. Okay, that will become 18 plus, it will become positive, right? 18 plus 126. So 18 plus 126, that's what? Okay. 18 plus 126, 144. Alright, 8b plus 4c. Now this is our equation 2, right? These are equation 2. Now let's solve this equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. Now this one I'm going to use substitution method. You can decide to use elimination or matrix method, whatever method of your choice. Let's use substitution method. Now from equation 1, are you there? From this first equation, C is actually equal to 4b plus 15. Do you understand? You can pause the video and check if that's correct. This is negative c, right? If this negative c comes over to this side, it becomes positive c, which is now the subject of formula. And this negative 15 goes to this place where the c was, becomes positive 15 as well, right? So c is equal to 4b. If 4b just remains there, c is equal to 4b plus 15, right? Now from equation 1, this is the value for c. This is the value for c, right? 4b plus 15. I'm going to substitute this value for c in equation 2. These are equation 2, right? I'm going to substitute value for c in it. So this becomes 144. This is 144 equal to 8b plus 4c. Now what's our c? What's the value for c? C is this. This is the value for c, right? 4b plus 15. So now let's solve for b. With this we can solve for b. We can get the value for b, right? So 144 is equal to 8b plus 4 times 4, 16b plus 4 times 15. That's 60, right? All right, so let's put b together. This is 144. This 60, I'm going to send to this side, becomes negative 60, right? Equal to, all right, we have 8b and 16b. If we sum that up, what do we get? 8b and 16b, what do we get? What do we get? Okay, that's 24b, right? 24b. Okay, we send 60 to this side. So now, okay, 144 minus 60, that's 84, right? 84. All right, so 84 equal to 24b. To get b, we divide both sides by 24, right? So this will be 84 over 24, right? So b is going to be equal to 7 over, okay, that's looking like 7 over 2. If we reduce this fraction to the lowest is going to be 7 over 2. Okay, we got b now to be 7 over 2. That's like a was negative 7 over 2. All right, so how do we get c? How do we get c? I'm going to manage space here. To get c, remember this equation we got from equation 1. Remember the equation from equation 1 where we made c the subject of formula. This c, can see what c is equal to. C is equal to 4b plus 15. That's this, wherever this equation is from. So we are going to substitute the value for b, because you know we have b now. So we can substitute the value for b, this b, which is 7 over 2, right? 7 over 2 plus 15. Now this 2 is going to cancel this 4, leaving us with 2, right? So c is going to be equal to 2 times 7. That's 14, right? 14 plus 15. That's 29. All right, so c is equal to 29. All right, before I finally answer the question, let me just list out the values for a, b, and c. Remember, we got a to be what? Negative 7 over 2. We got b to be what? 7 over 2. Then we got c to be 29. So look at this partial fraction. You know, we have already expressed this into these partial fractions. We just have to substitute the value for a, b, and c. Right, so let me do that and answer the question. There's the camera. All right, therefore, 8x plus 2 over x plus 2, x plus 4 square, expressed in partial fraction, is going to be this. Our a there is negative 7 over 2, right? Our a. This a, negative 7 over 2. Then what do we have here as the denominator? Normally that's x plus 2, right? All right, that's for a. Now for b, it's going to be plus 7 over 2x, right? 7 over 2x plus what? What's c there? C is 29 over x plus 4 square. All right, so this would be my answer. Normally this would be my answer, but I just want to ensure my work is neat, my answer is looking nice. So I'm going to put here in order because it's not looking proper, having a fraction, another fraction, like this fraction sign and this division sign. So let me just do the rough here. Now we have 7 over 2 x plus 29 over 1, right? This 29, that's the same thing as 29 over 1. Now the LCM of 2 and 1, that's 2. 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 1 times 7x plus 2 divided by 1, that's 2, right? Then, 2 times 29, that's what? 58. All right, so this is the fraction I'm going to have here. If you add this and this together, this is what you get, right? Then we have divided by x plus 4 square. So I can rewrite this as 7x plus 58 over this 2 comes over to this side, becomes the coefficient of x plus 4 square, right? So let me rearrange my answer, though it's obviously fine if you leave it this way, but let me rearrange my answer as negative 7 over 2 x plus 2, all right, plus 7x plus 58 over 2x plus 4 square. All right, so this right here is the answer to the A part of question 6. All right, so for the B part of question 6, it says simplify 2x squared plus 18, 2x squared plus 18x plus 31 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. We just have to simplify this, so it should be simple, right? Now this is what we're going to do. All right, so for the question 6b, I have tried factorizing the quadratic equation at the numerator and the one at the denominator to see if there are going to be terms to cancel out and simplify, but that isn't working. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to reduce the order, right? The highest power here happens to be 2. We're going to reduce it by dividing this with this. We're going to try the actual division, like this divided by this. Let's do that. So this as 2x squared plus 18x plus 31. We're dividing it with x squared plus 5x plus 6, right? Let's carry out this long division now. So pay attention. This is 2x squared. We're going to divide the first term here with the first term here. That's just what we're going to be doing. So this 2x squared divided by x squared, you're going to be left with 2, right? Since x squared will cancel x squared, remaining this 2. Now this 2 we have gotten, you multiply it with 2x squared. What do you get? Sorry, this 2 you have got, you multiply it with x squared. What do you get? 2x squared. You still multiply this 2 you have got with 5x. What do you get? 10x, right? Multiply this 2 again with 6. What do you get? 12, right? Now this term, this quadratic expression you have gotten, you're going to subtract it from this first one, right? So 2x squared minus 2x squared is gone, right? We have 18x minus 10x. You're going to be left with 8x. You understand? 18x minus 10x, 8x. Now 31 minus 12, what's that going to be? 16, right? 16, no, okay, that's 19 rather. Okay, 31 minus 12, that's 19. So we have gotten another polynomial here as 8x plus 9, right? So this divided by this here divided by this is actually 2, right? It is 2. Remainder this, the quotient, okay, is 2. Then the remainder is 8x plus 19. So we are still dividing this remainder with x squared plus 5x plus 6, right? So 2 remainder this, which will still divide with this. Now let's see if we can simplify further. All right, so to do that, we're going to factorize this quadratic expression at the denominator here. So let's factorize that. This x squared plus 5x plus 6, this is 1. 6 times 1, that's 6, and the middle term happens to be 5. So what are two numbers we multiply to get 6, but we have to get 5? That's 3 times 2, right? Then 3 plus 2 is 5. So replace the middle term with 3x and 2x as well. 3x and 2x. Then we have plus 6 there. So factor out x, left with 3, x plus 3, bringing out 2, right? So x plus 2, which are the two terms outside brackets. We've done this before. X plus 2 and x plus 3. Remember, the terms in the brackets must be the same. X plus 3, x plus 3, this x plus 3. Alright, so let me rewrite this as 2, which is the quotient, then the remainder, which is 8x plus 19 over, this is now x plus 2, x plus 3, right? So you're going to go ahead and express this in partial fraction. Let's go ahead and express this in partial fraction. So this will be 2 plus a over x plus 2 plus b over x plus 3, right? Now, when you express this in partial fraction, these are the fractions you get: a over x plus 2, b over x plus 3, right? Now, what we are left with is finding the values of a and b, right? A and b. Let me do that by this side. So we have 8x plus 19 equal to a times x plus 3 plus b x plus 2, right? This is what we are expressing as partial fraction. If you multiply through this denominator, the denominator will cancel itself, leaving you with 8x plus 19, right? If you still multiply this denominator to a, x plus 2 will cancel x plus 2, leaving you with x plus 3. We are not working with the 2, we're just working with these partial fractions. Leave the 2 aside, right? So x plus 3 will cancel x plus 3, leaving you with x plus 2, which is what then multiplies b, right? So let's find the values for a and b here. To find the value for a, we eliminate b, right? This is just a and b, there is no c, right? So let's eliminate b by saying let x be equal to -2, because -2 plus 2, that's 0, and b will be gone. So this will be 8 times -2 plus 19 equal to a in bracket -2 plus 3, right? Let's just ignore b is gone, right? So 8 times -2, that's -16, right? Plus 19 equal to 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, that's 1a, that's still a, right? So a is going to be equal to, what's 19 minus 16? That's 3, right? Alright, so 19 minus 16, that's 3. We have gotten a to be 3, right? A is 3, then b is going to be what? Let's eliminate a to get b. And to eliminate a, we're going to say let x be equal to -3, since 3 minus 3 is 0, right? So let's use -3. Alright, so this will be 8 -3 plus 19 equal to a. Okay, let's just ignore the a since it's gone, right? Anyways, b is -3 plus 2, right? This is gone, 0, right? So alright, so 8 times -3, that's -24 plus 19 equal to this gone. So what do we have here? -3 plus 2, that's -1, right? -1. So we are going to have -1b, which is empty as -b. Alright, so okay, -24. Okay, let me just exchange this. -b comes over to this side, becomes +b, equal to 24. -24 going over becomes +24, right? Then 19 going over becomes -19. So b is going to be equal to 24 minus 19. What's 24 minus 19? That should be 5, right? So our values for a and b are 3 and 5. So the answer to this question now is going to be 2 plus what's a? Okay, a is 3 over x plus 2. Then our b is 5 over x plus 3, right? So this is the answer to the second part of question 6. So let's go to the next question, which is question 7. Alright, so for question 7a, right, question 7a, we have all the students, all the 40 students in a certain school. We're just going to use Venn diagram to save time, right? Total number of students in this school, we don't know, is 40, right? All the students in a certain school, that's 40 students. study Hausa or Yoruba or both. So this should represent Hausa, this should represent Yoruba, H and Y, right? It's either you're studying Hausa or you're studying Yoruba or you're studying both. Let's read ahead. So 25 speak Hausa, right? This 25 speak Hausa. This 25 includes those that speak only Hausa and those that speak Hausa and Yoruba, but in total, we know that 25 knows how to speak Hausa, right? 20 speak Yoruba. 20 speak Yoruba. You see, this 22 comprises of those that speak only Yoruba and those that speak both of them. So now, let those of them that speak both be X. Let X be the number of students that speaks both. Alright, number of students, let X here be the number of students that speak both. So I'm going to write X here to represent those people that speak both of them. So now if I want to get the total number of people that speak only Hausa, that will be 25 minus those that speak both, right? I'm going to remove those that speak both to just get those that speak only Hausa. If I want to get those that speak only Yoruba as well, I remove the number of those that speak both to get those that speak only Yoruba. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sum up all these students to see if I'll get 40, in fact, to get 40, right? Now, if I add those students that speak only Hausa, that's this, if I add it to those that speak both, and also add it to those that speak only Yoruba, I should be getting a total of 40 students. If I add those that speak only Hausa to those that speak both to those that speak only Yoruba, I should still be getting 40, right? So this is X. X minus X is gone, leaving us with this negative X, right? So now 25 plus 20, 25 plus 20, that's 45, right? Then we have minus X here equal to this 40 on this other side. So this becomes 45 minus 40 equal to X. If the X goes over, the negative X goes over and the 40 comes over. So 45 minus 40, that's 5. So X is 5, but this is not the answer we're looking for. We have only gotten those that speak both of them. Now if I want to get those that speak only Hausa, what do? I'll say 25 minus this 5. You know, we've got to X to be 5. So H only will be equal to 25 minus 5. 25 minus 5, that is 20, right? Therefore, 20 students speak only Hausa, right? Therefore, 20 students speak only Hausa. Now I've answered the A part. Let's go to the B part. Also this 7B. Find the sum of the 12 terms, first 12 terms in the AP 2, 5, 8, 11 and all those things. Now from this A, okay, let's just see this formula. Sn, sum of terms, equal to n over 2 in brackets 2a, right? 2a plus n minus 1d. This is the formula we're using. So from this, our AP, what's the A there? What's the first term? The first term there is 2, right? Then what's the number of terms? What's the n? What's the number of terms we are summing? We are adding. N is actually 12, since we are summing up the first 12 terms, right? Okay, we also need D, this D here. So what's D? The common difference. You can just come to your AP. 5 minus 2, which is 3, right? Or 14 minus 11, which is still 3. Or 8 minus 5, which is still 3. 11 minus 8, which is still 3. So our common difference is 3, right? So let's substitute values in this equation and just get the sum of the first 12 terms. So the sum of the first 12, 1 and 2, 12 terms is going to be equal to 12 over 2. You know, n is 12 over 2. In brackets, 2a. What's our a? Our a is still 2, right? Plus n minus 1. That's 12 minus 1. Then d. What's our d? 3, right? So the sum of the first 12 terms is going to be equal to 12 over 2. That's 6, right? 2 times 2, that's 4. N minus 1, okay, 12 minus 1, that's 11. Then d remains 3. So this is going to be 6, 4 plus 33, right? 11 times 3, that's 33. Alright, so this is going to be 6 and what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 37, right? So what's 37 times 6? 37 times 6. So the sum of the first 12 terms is 37 times 6, which is 222. So this is the answer to the B part. Alright, so we are going to save time and drive fast. This is question 8a, which we just finished solving in question 7b. b, they are very similar, right? But here now our n is 12. That is the sum of the first 12 times again, and our a happens to be 1, right? The first term here is 1. What's our common difference? 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 is 2, right? So we're just going to insert this in the formula. Sn, which is S12, equal to n over 2, that's 12 over 2. 2a, what's our a? 1, plus n minus 1d, that's 12 minus 1, then d happens to be 2, right? So it's going to be 6, 2, plus 2 minus 1, 12 minus 1, sorry, is 11, and 11 times this 2 is 22. So it's going to be 6 times 24, right? Which happens to be 144. So the sum of the first 12 terms should be 144. Now let's go to 8b. Let's go to question 8b. The first and fourth term of an AP are 4 and 20 respectively. Find the common difference. A, that's the first term, is what? 4. Then the fourth term, that's T4, is what? 20. Common difference, we don't know. Alright, so there is this formula for the nth term of an arithmetic progression. Tn equal to a plus n minus 1d, right? This formula. So this Tn now is going to be T4. So this n is going to be 4 because we know the fourth term. That's 20. T4 is 20, right? Equal to, what's our a? What's our first term? A is 4. Plus 4 minus 1. This is n minus 1, right? That's 4. Since we are working with the fourth term now. 4 minus 1, that's 3. Then d, we don't know the value for d. We are still finding that. So this is going to be 20 minus 4. If the 4 comes over, it becomes negative 4, right? Equal to 3d. So 20 minus 4, what's that? 16. Equal to 3d. To get d, you divide both sides by 3. So this is 16 over 3, right? Our common difference is going to be 16 over 3. Let's go to the ninth question. Alright, so question 9a goes like this. Find the sixth term of the geometric progression 3927. 3927. Now this is not AP, this is no longer arithmetic progression, it's now geometric progression, and we are asked to find T6, right? There's this formula for geometric progression, and it is AR raised to power n minus 1. Okay, since our n now is T6, we are finding T6. This will be 6 minus 1, right, which is 5. So what do we have here? What do we have here? This is A. The first term, A, is 3, right? So it's going to be T6 equal to, what's our A? A is 3. Then what's the common ratio that we raise to power of 5? What's the common ratio? What's R? 9 divided by 3, 27 divided by 3, whatever is here divided by 27. That's how we do it. You divide, don't subtract. So 9 divided by 3 happens to be 3. Or 27 divided by 9 is still 3. So our common ratio R is going to be 3, right? So T6 is going to be 3 times, what's 3 raised power 5? 3 raised power 5. Okay, let's see. Okay, so 3 raised power 5 happens to be 243. Then 243 times 3, that's going to be 729, right? So the system will be 729. Now let's go to 9b. Question 9b, right? For what value of k are the roots of the equation? What's going on here? Okay, that's x. Can you see that x in your distance? That's x. So this should be x square, right? I don't know why they hit the x there. Maybe it's an error. But it's now x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus k. Okay. For what values of k are the root of the equation equal? Alright, so what's the equation? We have x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus k x plus 2 equals 0. Alright, so this is actually a quadratic equation, but it's looking a bit different. So what we're going to do is we'll open brackets when necessary and then rearrange this equation to look like the quadratic equation we know, right? So this is going to be x squared plus 2x plus 1 negative kx, that's negative k times x, then negative k times 2, that's negative 2k, right, equal to 0. Now the variable here is x, right, and x has the highest power of 2 here, then plus 2x. Any other term with x? Yes, this. So let me keep it close to this one, negative kx. Now the rest of this term doesn't have x, so I'll just keep them here, right? So 2k equals 0. Now this one I'm going to do, I'm going to factorize. Okay, I have x, I also have x here, so I can factor out x and leave 2 minus k. right? 2 minus k in the bracket. Factor this x and this x. Then what do we have here? What can we factor out? Nothing. It is just 1 minus 2k, like that, equal to 0. So now we're looking for a value of k that will, make this quadratic equation have equal roots. Now this is a, right? The quotient of x squared is a, which is 1, and the quotient of x is b, which is 2 minus k, and c is the constant, the one that doesn't have any x attached to it. And for this quadratic equation to have equal roots, b squared should be equal to 4ac, right? So what is our b? 2 minus k, right? 2 minus k is our b. This is a, b, c. So 2 minus k is our b. 2 minus k square, that's our b square, should be equal to 4 times a. What's our a? A is 1, because there is nothing there. That's 1x squared. So 4 times 1 is still 4, right? Then what's our c? A, b, c. These are c, right? 1 minus 2k. Alright, so let's open the bracket. 2 minus k equal to 4 minus 8k. Alright, so 2 times 2, that's 4 minus 4k, right? Okay, let's see that. Okay, if that's minus 4k, then this will be positive k squared equal to 4 minus 8k, right? So let's keep all the k's, and k squared is one side. Now this will be k squared, right? This will be minus 4k. I'm going to bring this negative 8k to this side. It becomes positive 8k, right? Then this will be 4. I also bring this 4, becomes negative 4. Then there will be nothing on this side, that's 0. So 4 cancels 4. 4 minus 4 is gone, right? So I'm left with k squared plus 4k. Since 8k minus 4k is actually 4k, equal to 0, right? Equal to 0. So now I have k, I also have k, so I can factor out k. K squared 4k equal to 0. So k will be equal to 0 first. That's this k outside the bracket equal to 0. Or k plus 4, that's in the bracket, will also equal to 0. K will be equal to minus 4. So the values from the question there is s. There, what values of k? So those two values are going to be 0 and minus 4, right? So that's the answer to the B part of 9. Let's go to 10. Alright, so for 10a, we're asked what are the sum and product of roots of the equation 3x squared minus 2x minus 7 equal to 0. We're asked to find the sum of roots and the product of roots, right? So I'm just going to make this very, very short. So take this first step. I'll divide through with 3. The quotient of x squared. Divide with 3, divide with 3, divide with 3. Right, so let me write this as x squared minus 2 over 3x minus 7 over 3 equals 0. Now, do you remember that is a, b, and c? Or rather, let me say, this is a, b, and c. This is from the quadratic equation, right? This is a, this is b, this is c, right? Now, there is this formula for sum and product of roots. Sum of roots is going to be negative b over a, right? Product of roots is going to be, okay, c over a, right? So now this is a, b, and c, right? So this is b over a, this is b. Our b normally is negative 2. Then I divided through with a. This is a. I divided through with 3, which is a. So b over a is going to be negative 2 over 3, right? This is b over a, but there is negative here from the equation normally, so let me attach that negative. This is my b over a, that's negative 2 over 3, negative 2 over 3, right? Negative 2 over 3, but there is negative from the general formula for finding sum of roots, so I'm going to also attach that negative. Now for product of roots, that is c over a. Remember, this is a, b, and c, right? So c is negative 7. Look at it, negative 7, that's our c over a, which is 3. C over a, right? So c over a is going to be negative 7 over 3. There is no negative here to attach, it's just the way it is. So our sum of roots, let me see, alpha plus beta, which are the two roots, is now going to be equal to 2 over 3. Since negative is positive, right? Then our product of roots is going to be negative 7 over 3. So this is the answer to question 10. 10a. Let's go to 10b. 10b. What's there? There are 120 students in a very useless information. 120 students in a class, okay, who took biology or agricultural science. All right, so 65 took biology, 65. Then 57 took agriculture, 57. 17 took biology but not agriculture. Okay, yes, it's biology but not agriculture. That's to say that, okay, I'm going to get to that. 17 took biology but not agriculture. 17 took only biology. Only biology, 17. But now, do you know that there are some students that took both? Okay, that's what they're asking us to find. How many took both? Okay, that's what they're asking us to find. How many took both? Let that be X, right? X. So if I want to get the number of students that took only biology, I will say 65 minus X, because inside this 65, there are people that took biology, there are people that took biology and agri science. Even here too, this 57 agri science, there are people that took agri science, there are people that took agri science and biology. If I just want those that took only agri science, I'll say minus X. I'm going to remove those that took both of them to get those that took only agri science, right? So now normally I would have said this plus this plus this should be equal to 120 to get X, but there is a shorter method because they have already told us that those people that took only biology, they are 17. So this here should be 17. You know, this is the way of getting those that took only biology, by removing those that took both. So 65 minus X should eventually give us 17, because the people here that took only biology at 17, right? So 65 minus 17 is equal to the number of people that took both. That's equal to X we are looking for. So that's going to be 48. X is going to be 48, right? So this is the answer to question 10b. All right, now the video is taking very long, right? It's taking very long. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if, okay, so that's like 32 more questions to go. I'm going to see if I can solve all the remaining questions. That's all the remaining 32. That video is very long. All the remaining 32 questions in the next video, so I can move on to the other random question which everybody wants to see. That's all I want, that everybody wants to see. All right, so just do yourself a favor, subscribe to Learn Maths, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be aware when all these videos are being available and made available on this channel. Do well to subscribe to Learn Maths, and that will be all for today. Bye.